do these types of deployments safely and securely, and identify the ways and kind of get the word out so that people know about it and they're able to do these things at the beginning. And the other reason is that eventually something is going to go wrong. Someone is not going to get the word. Something is going to slip through the cracks that we weren't expecting. A new attack is going to emerge, and bad things will eventually happen. And when that does, it's going to be vitally important that we have something to show the response agencies, the large organizations who would be inclined to walk away from the technology at this point, and to be able to explain to them that this technology can be done securely. There are things that can be done, and unfortunately in this particular case, something got through. So we will have a response in the event that something bad does happen. Because this technology's got a lot of things it can be used for, not just inside of an actual disaster. This is what became of the Haiti deployment. It was initially set up for the response to the earthquake and is now run by a local company inside of Haiti who is using it to track a significant amount of information, not just about the actual disaster. And it's become a resource to the entire community, tracking everything from the location of hospitals and the cholera response. And it's become established as a long-term, ongoing support to the Haitian country, and will be there in place for the next disaster, whatever that is. So there are a couple of groups that I'd like to specifically call out that are doing really great work in this area, and an excellent opportunity for people who are interested in working in this space. The first is crisismappers.net, which is one of the main mailing lists and main community groups for the crisis mapping community that includes both members of the volunteer community, the developer community, and a significantly growing group of professional responders who are taking part in this. The next is the Standby Task Force, which is a group that's been responsible for providing volunteers for these large-scale deployments. We're working on developing standard tools, technologies, and workflows to make this possible. And this was the team that worked on the Sudan referendum and the Libya crisis map. And finally, Crisis Commons. Is Heather here? So Crisis Commons is a group that was started by Heather Blanchard, who's a longtime member of the Media Goons. And they do a number of different projects, from everything from setting up wikis during disasters to providing weekend hackathons where people can contribute code and new tools for some of these deployments that are taking place. And they do fantastic work. On the right side, there's a set of the tools that we're using. Ushahidi is the one that's been used in a lot of these deployments, and a lot of the screenshots you saw. Frontline SMS is a very simple Java-based SMS gateway that's being used for a variety of things throughout impoverished countries. Sahana is like a Swiss Army knife for disaster managers, and OpenStreetMap is an awesome kind of wiki equivalent to Google Maps. So the final question I have for you guys is, as I've gone through, as I've talked about these things, just based on how you think, you've come up with things that weren't in the presentation. You've come up with things that I missed, that I wasn't thinking about, or didn't have time to talk about up here. What I could really use your help in doing is coming up to me, talking to me, sending me an email. I'll be back in the question and answer room about those things. Tell me what we aren't thinking about, because we need your help in pen testing these ideas. That's everything I've got. Thank you very much.